Hello students, I am here with another video from a new chapter of class 7th from NCERT book. This is the 6th chapter of class 7th NCERT book. Its name is Physical and the Chemical Changes. Before starting this video of today, I would like to tell you all about the topics which are to be covered in this chapter. So we are going to see about the introduction of this chapter, means the types of chemical changes and the physical changes. Then we'll study about the types of changes, that will be physical change. Then we'll study about the physical changes in details with example. After that we are going to look over to the chemical change, that will be the next type of the change, and then we'll study about the chemical change with examples. Particularly we have to study two examples in the broad category, that will be rusting and the crystallization of the compound. Okay, so let's begin this video with the introduction to this chapter. Now I would like to tell you about the connection between these topics. So the topics which we have to study will be the types of changes. Mainly the changes are of two types, physical change and the chemical change. I hope you all have studied, you all have a bit background about the types of changes already, because in class 6 there is one chapter in your NCERT book. So with that background, I would just like to tell you that it is of two types, that is physical and the chemical change, in which no new substance is formed. Some physical changes are reversible changes, for example boiling of water, heating of wire, then melting of wax. All these are very common examples which we study under the physical change. Now the chemical changes, in which a new substance is formed and it is non-reversible. Now I told you that we have to study about rusting and crystallization. Okay, so we'll overview of these topics in detail in this chapter. So let's begin the chapter with the introduction to this chapter. Let me first introduce you all. Now I just wanted to tell you that if I talk about the word change, what literally comes in your mind? What types of thoughts are going to be present in your mind? So I think after seeing this, listening the word change means something which is not in its original state. Okay, for example, these pictures are giving you some hints about the changes which we have to talk about. So in our daily life we come across many changes around us. Okay, for instance, dissolving sugar in water. Okay, if we are going to dissolve sugar or salt in water, that could be one type of change. Okay, now a very simple example of change is when your hair grows. What happens to it? You just go to the parlor or you just go to the salon and get your hair cut. Now this is also a type of change, means something which was not in its original state. A paper is there, you just cut that paper into two, you crush the paper into two. Now after crushing or cutting the paper, that paper is not present in its original form, so it is going to be transformed into some new type. Okay, so that is known as a change. Okay, so this is about the I think this only is going to come in your mind when I talk about the word change. So here some examples are already given in your book. The same examples I'll also take, that is dissolving sugar in water, or we'll dissolve salt in water. The quality of the water is not similar to that of the previous one. Now setting of curd. And what happens while setting off curd? You take the milk in a pan and then you add some curd to it, and what happens after 6 to 7 hours? It is going to be transformed into, that milk gets converted into the curd. Okay, so this is a type of these are the examples of changes. You stretch a rubber band. That rubber band is never in the original state after stretching it. Okay, it becomes loose, it is going to lose its elasticity after some time. Okay, now next, if you stretch that rubber band more, then what happens? It breaks. Simply it breaks. Okay, now what happens to this glass? If it is made up of glass, it is going to, if you are going to throw this glass, or if the glass by mistake has been fallen on the floor, then what happens? It is going to be broken down into pieces. So again, that glass is never back to its own original state. It means it has changed. Okay, now next, it is not going, it is sometimes when it is left, it sometimes some objects when it is left, it is going to return back to its original position. Means such as the rubber band, if you are stretching initially, it is going to come back to its original state. Okay, cooking of food, many more other things are there which also is a type of a change, or which also are the examples of the changes. Now in these reactions which is present here, or which we have just now talked about, in these reactions the starting material is undergoing a change, either to give a new product or it remains in the changed position. Okay, for example, the example is burning of wood, then cooking of food, then stretching of rubber band, and the mixing of salt or sugar in water. Now in these four examples, sometimes a new substance is formed, and sometimes the original state is the new substance is not formed. Okay, or it remains in the original state. Now with these types, these are the various ways by which a substance could change. Okay, we'll talk about more on this topic, that every day we come across many changes. Okay, sometimes milk becomes sour in its taste, then you make sugar solution and setting of curd. I just talked about all these things. Now if you are melting a wax, now if making of ice creams, melting of ice, then breaking of glass panes, and the cutting of paper, blending of glass tubes by heating, so many changes are there, sublimation of camphor, all these are the examples where you can see that original state of a substance is going to be changed. It is not remaining in its original state. Okay, so that original state is going to be changed. So change means it is the transformation, or simply you can use the word conversion. Okay, we convert things, conversion. So conversion of what? Conversion of original state into a new one, that is known as a change. Okay, so next thing is that, in fact, see, you are also growing. Once you were a kid and now you are growing towards some of them are just at the age of 12 or 11. So all these are the example that you have been changed a lot. Okay, the small kid becomes an adult after some time, after 18 years it becomes an adult. So it means that your body is growing, so your body is growing taller, you're becoming taller. It is also a kind of a change. Your body is changing. It means change is the alternation, or it is just a conversion of any original shape, size, or state. Okay, so any alteration of a substance from its original shape and size and state is known as change. Okay, what will be the definition of change? Change means anything which gets converted into another. Okay, so we feel sometimes I feel that sometimes in our life, when we see so many types of changes, even seasons are also changing. Okay, seasons are also changing. Now why this seasons are changing? It is because of the movement of the earth and the sun. Okay, so many reasons are there. Sometimes these kinds of changes which are occurring in our life seems to be very magical. Now if you study, if you go deep into the reason, if you go deep into the topic of science, you will understand the scientific you will understand about the scientific knowledge of scientific reason behind all these changes. Okay, so when you learn more about science, it will be more fascinating for you all to study about these types of changes, why it is occurring, and why why these changes seem to be magical sometimes. Okay, now these changes which occurs around us sometimes would be reversed, or sometimes they are not reversible. Means sometimes these changes could be reversed means they could be brought back to its original state. For example, a rubber band is there. If you are going to stretch this rubber band, then what will happen? It is going to be a longer form, and after some time it is again coming back to its original form as soon as that force is being released. Yeah, as soon as you release the rubber band. So sometimes these changes could be reversed, but other times it cannot be reversed. Okay, now those changes which are to be reversed, they are termed as reversible change, and those changes which are not being reversed, they are called the irreversible changes. So melting of ice, melting of wax, all these are the reversible changes where you can bring back the original place, original state again after some time when you desire to bring it back. Okay, now for example, if the melting of ice is taking place and once the all ice has been converted into water, then this can be brought back to again in the ice form after freezing. Okay, once you freeze this, it is going to come back to its original form. Similarly, when melting of wax is there, if you provide heat to wax, then what will happen? It is going to be converted into melted form. It is going to be melt. After melting, if you want to again convert this wax into a solid form, then what will happen? How will you convert it? You are going to convert it after cooling. So this melting is because of heating of wax, and cooling causes again it is going to brought back to its original position, original place. So these are the two very common examples of reversible changes. The things are changed. Ice was solid, but now it has been converted into the water. It becomes a liquid. The state has changed, but the change could be reversed back. Okay, similarly, the ice was melting of ice also is a reversible change, but it is a change. Why it is a change? Because once the ice was very much solid in nature, first this wax was solid in nature. Once it has been heated, it has changed its state and has become a liquid in nature now. So the state has been changed, but it is a reversible reaction. It is a reversible change. Now, rolling of chapati also is a reversible change. Okay, you can roll a chapati in any shape. You can change the dough, you can make a dough balls, and then you can change them in different shapes. So these shapes could be reversed, but once this roti has been baked or this chapati has been baked, you cannot convert it back to its original form. So that is an irreversible reaction. That is an irreversible reaction. Similarly, if the similar examples of the reversible changes are baking of cake, then baking of roti, then irreversible changes. Sorry, these are irreversible changes. Once these have been changed, cooked food cannot be converted back into raw food. Okay, raw food material or raw rice could be converted into cooked form. Okay, now after cooking it, you cannot reverse it back to its original form, means raw rice. Means some changes are reversible and some changes are irreversible in nature. Since you are also growing, can you bring back your original form that from where you have started? No, you cannot bring back. Okay, so it means that your growth is also one of the change that is called irreversible change. Okay, so growing of a tree, all these are the examples of change, but it is a form of irreversible change. Okay, now these are certain more examples of the types of changes which is given here in this diagram, in this picture, that breaking of glass is one of the change, where glass was this in its original form. It was the complete type of a vessel. Then after, what happens, by mistake it has been fallen down on the floor, it breaks. Okay, after breaking, it is brought back into, it is being converted into pieces. Okay, into small pieces. Now once this has converted into small pieces, so it means it has changed. So this type of change is a irreversible change. You cannot join those pieces of glass and you can put back to its original position. Okay, so this is a type of irreversible change, but still it is a type of change. Similarly, making of ice cream, that is also a reversible. That is the example of example of reversible change, because ice has been converted into ice cream, and then that ice cream could be melted and it is brought back into liquid state, and again it could be brought back into the after freezing, you can bring back to that ice cream into the form of solid form. So it is an example of change, but what kind of change? It is a reversible change. Okay, now next is spoilage of milk. How is this milk being spoiled? Because you have kept that milk without boiling for some time, then it has become sour in its taste. This sour milk cannot be brought back to its original form, from where it cannot be brought back to the fresh form. It means it is an example of irreversible change. Okay, but it is a change. I just wanted to tell you that these are the example of change. But what kind of change? Either it could be a reversible change, it could be a irreversible change. Okay, so on the basis of the property of bringing back the object into its original form, it could be divided into two types, that is reversible and irreversible. Okay, now next type of change we will study in this in the further chapter. We have to study mainly two types of changes in this chapter. I just wanted to give you an overview of this reversible and irreversible change, so that it could be very easier for you all to study the further two more types of changes. Okay, now here in this next example is mowing of the grass, means you're cutting the grass with the help of this machine. So grass was grown, and then you are using this cutter to cut it. You trim the grass. So after trimming, it becomes a very its size decreases, so change in size, the size changes. Next thing, the slicing of bread. Slicing of bread means there is a loaf of bread, and that was rectangular in shape, and then you have been using a knife to cut this bread into the different pieces. So these pieces of bread has changed from a loaf to a sliced form. So this type of change is known as the irreversible change, because you cannot join those pieces together. So it is a kind of change, but it is a type of irreversible change. Similarly, a roasting of marshmallows, it is given here. If you are roasting something which you could roast, you are baking something. So that baking or roasting of things is another kind of the change, that is in which original form has been converted into cooked form. Okay, this raw form of things has been converted into cooked form. So this type of change, again, it is an example of irreversible change. Okay, now breaking of egg is also a type of a change, where eggshells are no more in a complete egg form. It has been broken into two pieces. Okay, you break an egg for making an omelette. So in the same manner, now no more, after baking an omelette, that egg is no more a spherical, it's no more in an oval form. Now it has changed its shape. So the change in the shape you are observing, and now that egg has been broken down, and you cannot sew that egg into a complete form. So it has changed its shape. Next thing, exploding of this firework. This is another example of one of the irreversible change, where after exploding you cannot explode that firework again. Okay, so these are the types of changes where the shape, size, matter is being changed. Fine. Now some more examples are there. Here you are making a sherbet, or you are making a cold drink using that powder form, and you are adding water to it. That becomes a cold drink. Okay, so mixing of this Kool-Aid packets with water. So this is an example of change. Again, that powder has changed, or water, the color and the flavor of the water has been changed. No more, now that water is no more the original form of water. It has changed. Next thing is a squeezing of orange for juice, or squeezing of lemon for taking out its juice. Means you're using the juice, then you have to squeeze it. So these are the types of changes where the shape is being changing. Okay, here flavor is being changed. the quality has been changed. Evaporation of water, where the state is all changing. Okay, state is changing. Roasting of burning of bread, if toast, if you are making a toast and it burns, then it is also a kind of change. Okay, now here you are seeing that a list is very long, and you could even there are so many other changes which could be included here. So I just wanted to make it very clear that in a change, in any type of change, you could see that the things are being changing from one type to another type. Okay, the things are being changing into one type to another type. Now here in this chapter, or I think in your NCERT book also, some activities are being given, where you have to write down, you have to make a list of such activities. Okay, I'll just, after finishing this topic, I'll just tell you about what you have to write. The next change, some more changes are given here, is the burning of wood, where the wood in which it has caught fire, this wood catches fire and it starts burning, and then once it has burned, it is going to change into ashes. Okay, next, popping of popcorns. You are making popcorn, you are keeping that popcorn in a hot pan, then it is being converted into the popcorns. The coloring of your hair, or coloring, even if you are not coloring, even if you are getting a haircut. So your haircut is an example of a change, where your hair was long in its length, and after cutting it, it's become short. Similarly, if you're coloring your hair, the color of the hair is black or brown, it is going to convert into another form, into another color. It is going to get another color. That is an example of the change. Next, melting of chocolate is also a type of change. Even making of chocolate is also a type of change. When the chocolate is being produced in the factory or in industry, that is also a type of a change. Okay, so this is what is about the different types of changes which is taking place in your surrounding. The days have been changing, and it is being converted from day to night. It becomes from day to night. So the change of day into night is also a type of a change, where the light has been converted into dark form. So here changes means whenever you are changing, you are converting one form into another form. Okay, now in this chapter, I just wanted to make a focus before that. Okay, before that I was just discussing about the activity with you all. So what you have to do in this activity, you have to make a list of such changes which is taking place in your surrounding. I think you could write about 10 changes which is taking place in your surrounding, but you don't have to write the same changes which are being discussed here. Okay, except all these changes, you have to write some more. You have to write few more new types of changes which is taking place in your surrounding, and that should not match with these. Make sure that it is not going to match with these topics which I have taught you today. So the changes, you have to write about 10 types of changes. Okay, and then make a list, and then I'll discuss it tomorrow again with the same topic, and then I'll tell you more something more about these types of changes. Okay, now changes could be fast change, slow change, where fast change means there could be see, this popping of popcorn is a fast change, or melting of chocolate is a fast change. So this is a type of a very fast. With slow changes means you're growing, your change could be a very slow, you could not see you growing, but after some time, if you see yourself, you feel changes. Okay, you cannot see that, you cannot observe the changes. Some are visible change, some are invisible change. So visible changes could be the breaking of object. This is a visible change, where the object was in full size and it has been broken down. Here eggshell has been broken down, where you could see that change very easily. So it could be visible. And in invisible changes, invisible change means you cannot see the changes which is happening. Opening and closing of the flowers is also a type of a change, where season is changing. You cannot see season changing, you can feel them. Okay, you feel that your height has been grown up, you cannot see your height is growing today. Okay, now you cannot observe it, the cells are growing, you cannot observe it. Similarly, some changes are fast change, and some changes are slow change. Fast change is also known as rapid change, where the where the growing of bacteria is an example of fast change, and the settling of curd is a slow change. Okay, so changes could be of different types. You could mention these changes in the form of the speed of the change, that could be slow, fast, very fast. Okay, explosion of cracker is a very fast reaction. Burning of matchstick is also a type of a very fast change. So changes could be of many types. Fine. Now here we have to discuss only the two types of changes, that is classified as physical and chemical changes. Now these two types of changes only we have to discuss. Now what do you mean by physical and the chemical changes? Now here only I just wanted to tell you that physical changes means those changes which are taking place in the physical properties. Okay, now what kind of physical properties? Physical properties means the properties which you could feel, which you could see very easily. For example, if I just wanted to tell you, I just give you an example of, I show you this picture and I just give you one example, like what you have to do here. You have to just describe this mug. Okay, this picture, how will you describe this picture? Okay, how will you describe this picture, this where this melting chocolate is being kept? You will describe that this picture is having the picture has a square boundary. Okay, first. Next thing, what you will say, that this picture is showing you a cup or a mug. This mug is red in color. It has something brown inside it. So the words which you are using here for describing this mug, this picture, the words which you are using here is, let me make a list. You told that the picture has a square boundary. Okay, you told that it is the picture has a red colored mug. Okay, it has brown colored chocolate in it. Some liquid has been kept. Okay, now these words, the shape, the color, the state, all these are visible to you. Okay, all these are visible to you. Fine. Now next thing, if I want to tell you that if again I just wanted to show you again one more picture. From here only I'll show you the picture, that if you want to describe this picture, then what are you going to see? You will see that there is a star shaped, or there is some object has been kept which is star in shape, and it is blue in color. It is showing you some light, and it is showing you some very much brightness. Okay, so all these words which is used to describe the physical properties, which is going to describe you the appearance of any object. So this appearance of any object is known as the physical properties. Okay, which means the type of the way in which the object is looking like, so that is known as a physical properties. Now if any changes which is going to change or alter or convert the physical properties, if any change is going to alter the physical property, that kind of change is known as a physical change. Okay, and in chemical change, the chemical composition is going to be changed. Means it could be some reactions will be taking place which is going to alter the types of changes, and it is going to change the chemical properties. Means it is going to just convert one chemical into another chemical. Sometimes these changes could be these physical changes are reversible. Okay, many changes are reversible. Most of the changes, I must say, these are reversible, but chemical changes are irreversible. Okay, now I'll just show you these examples. In that it becomes very clear to you all that here some changes are, we talked about that it is a reversible change. Okay, reversible change is always a physical change, but all physical changes are not reversible. Here breaking of glass is a physical change. Okay, but it is irreversible. It is a physical change. Why? Because before breaking down it was a glass, but after breaking down also it is a piece of glass. The property has not changed. Okay, the property hasn't changed. So here we are just talking about a slice of bread, where a loaf of bread was there. You just cut it down into various pieces. So after the cutting down this bread into pieces, it has not changed its property. It has not become a new substance. So whenever a new substance is formed, it becomes a chemical change. Such as here, after burning of wood, what is happening to that wood? It is being converted into the form of ashes. So this is an example of a chemical change. Okay, so just I gave you some thoughts about physical and the chemical changes for this chapter, and we'll discuss this in details, as there are many other examples of physical and changes which are to be discussed in this chapter. Okay, so today we have studied about the different types of changes, where it could be a reversible change or irreversible change, slow change, fast change, visible change, invisible change. Okay, so many changes we have studied around. Now you can make a list of these types of changes, and you could categorize them in the form of strong slow change or fast change. Then you could categorize in the form of visible change and invisible change, reversible change and irreversible change. Okay, just see and think over it. Next, we have discussed about we have just started about these two types of changes which we have to study in this chapter, mainly is physical and the chemical changes. I gave you several examples of physical and the chemical changes, but I have not just categorized them in as physical and chemical. Tomorrow in the next topic I will just discuss about these two topics in detail. So children, that's all for today's video. I will meet you all in the next video with the topics of physical and the chemical change. So that's all in today's video. I will meet you all in the next one.